Yeah, it's a total... Ravnos says a tiny non-scientific poll means nothing. Really, Ravnos? I was about to submit this to the Harvard Medical Journal to kind of say, I've solved marketing. What are you talking about? And she's gorgeous, and she's funny, and she smells good in my fantasy. I know it's not scientific, you stupid fuck serves like this. It's not scientific. Anybody out there in the world have any clip of me doubting Elden Ring will be good or Astrobot will be good? Did I say that, you mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging, non-contributing moron? Did I say that, Jason Pocket Man? Nope. We're going to see if you're smarter than good Sir Michael Pachter. About a week ago, I had him on the show. This is what I asked him. I'm going to read about 12 or 15 games coming out because the next 3 months are nuts. I have a Google Doc that I sent out to the internet today, so I want to see how good you are at matching the sentiment of the...
I may not know some of these, but go ahead.
You'll know them all because they're big. Okay, so big hit, meh hit, or bomb. Black Myth Wukong. Okay, so what do you think he's going to say? I'll tell you, then I'll tell you what you guys said. 155, 60 of you voted.
Meh.
Okay. He thinks Black Myth Wukong is going to be meh. I mean, it sold 20 million copies already. Is it 20 million? Am I right about that? Well, here's what you guys said. Black Myth Wukong, if the reviews are good to great, that was the question for all of these. Will you be getting and playing this sometime the first month it's out? Well, he kind of hit it. Right? You guys, 62% of 155 responses said no, you don't want it. Right? Only 37%, a minority, said you were interested in this game. So, you know, he probably, even though he was wrong, a lot of you guys, I'm not saying, I mean, it's not the exact question. Maybe the question should have been the exact question. And he didn't take into account the Chinese audience. But still, yeah, it's a total... Ravnos says a tiny non-scientific poll means nothing. Really, Ravnos? Really, I was about to submit this to the Harvard Medical Journal to kind of say, I've solved marketing. What are you talking about? Of course it's not a scientific... We're just having fun. My God. You are the video game version of Eddie Murphy in Boomerang when he takes that beautiful woman to bed. And she's gorgeous, and she's funny, and she smells good. In my fantasy, she smelled good. I don't know what she really smelled like. She smells good. And they're in bed, and then he pulls the sheets back and sees that she's got one little bunion on one of her small toes, and that's enough to get him to leave the bed. Have a little fun. Lighten up, you fuck. All right. Let's move forward. Here's the next question we asked good Sir Michael Pachter. Star Wars Outlaws.
I think big hit, but unless they fuck it up, it sounds like a big hit.
You play as K. Vess, a scoundrel looking to start a new life.
Big hit, Star Wars Outlaws. I mean, apparently it's been... I know it's not scientific, you stupid fuck. Serves like this. It's not scientific. All right, point being, he did not think Star Wars... he thought Star Wars was going to be a big hit. That's not happening, really. But let's see what you guys said. Star Wars Outlaws, 62% of you did not want it. Only 37% of you did.
By the grace of the goddess of mana, I name you the Alm of Fire.
Visions of Mana, the RPG from Square, came out recently.
Meh. Again, you're telling what kind of games I like. But go ahead.
Okay, so Visions of Mana, meh. He's probably right. Probably a big failure, but let's see. 81% of you didn't want it. Only 18% of you were interested. 28 out of 124, or actually 154, actually wanted to play the game. I played the demo. I liked it, but a lot of people didn't seem to care for it. So when you're saying, would you be willing to get it? It's not exactly scientific, but it's scientific enough to suggest that when he says meh, now I would say not just meh, I would say failure on this. David says by definition, it is scientific. You gathered a group and surveyed and are reviewing the data. It may not be accurate because of the small number, but it is scientific. It's a fucking survey. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Who the hell is Pachter? Pachter is a longtime analyst over at Webush Morgan, which is financial advice. He focuses on video games. He has been in the business for a very long time. He makes his clients and himself a great deal of money. So as much, I had him on the show a couple of times, and one of the times I asked him, what about this claim a lot of gamers have that Pachter's always wrong. He's like, look, if I was always wrong, I wouldn't be in business as long as I am. It's like you don't stay in business if you're a hitman if you can't kill anybody, right? So he knows enough to make his people a lot of goddamn money. Let's put it that way. But yeah, he doesn't get it. Who gets it right? Trust me, you don't get it right either. Astrobot.
Big hit. Love that game.
Maybe has he come back into the fold? Astrobot. 58%. 89 of you want the Astrobot. There we go. So you guys are kind of hanging out together. You guys are, the chat and Pachter sitting in a tree. Kissing. Love to get like a sex worker who's a gamer. It's true. My jury is out on Astrobot. I think it's going to be great. I'm playing it tomorrow at 9 a.m. But I don't know how it's going to do. I couldn't tell you. PK says reviews don't equal sales. Look at Crash Bandicoot 4. Oh, I know. It's one of the best games I've played in that genre. I love that fucking game. Peapod says, Jaffe, just walk into PlayStation, start touching things and looking at people work, eating snacks from the cafe. Yeah, just do it, see what happens. Space Marine 2.
Give them no ground!
Sitting in an 83 Metacritic. People seem to love it. Is it going to sell? We'll find out, but here's what Pachter says.
Meh.
Space Marine 2. 39% of you want it. 60% have no interest in the Space Marine 2. About Lollipop Chainsaw Remastered.
Sneaky big hit.
What does that mean?
Not enough people are going to know about it or play it.
So then it won't be a big hit. Like
It'll
it's a cold hit?
People will love it. It'll be like the movie Source Code. Did you see Source Code?
With Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, it's like
with
one of the best movies ever.
It's
But
great.
nobody saw it. They're like Psychonauts. Just really great, but nobody played
and
it.
we're talking sales on all these, just so you know. Okay, so he says that will be Lollipop Chainsaw, I guess, will be meh, is what he's saying. Lollipop Chainsaw, only 22% of you want it. So, hey, maybe he's right. You guys are in agreement there. I'm buying it. Nobody else is. By the way, Jason Pocketman, learn to read. Here's what he thinks I said. Can anybody correct him before I have to correct the little stupid child? He says, Jaffe says Elden Ring Metacritic's 95. Jaffe instantly loves it without even playing it. Astrobot Metacritic 95. Jaffe has doubts if it will be good. Anybody out there in the world have any clip of me doubting Elden Ring will be good or Astrobot will be good? Did I say that, you fucking mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging, fucking non-contributing moron? Did I fucking say that, Jason Pocketman? Nope. We're talking about sales. We're not talking about if it's going to be good, you fucking moron.
You mentioned something about research for a story. Frank West.
Remember that name, because the whole world's going to know it in 3 days.
All right. What about Dead Rising Deluxe Edition?
Between man and big hit, it'll do well.
Okay, he thinks Dead Rising's going to do well. I don't think so, but we'll see. Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered, nobody wants it. 80% are not interested in that fucking game. Indiana Jones.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past.
Massive hit.
Even though nobody cares about Indy anymore unless they're over 40?
They should care about him.
Of course, but they don't.
He's like the male version of Lara Croft. That's fun.
Okay, I thought that was Nathan Drake, but fair. Okay,
No, but-
Indiana Jones, 51%. PG says only boomers want Indiana Jones. I don't think you're wrong. I want Indiana Jones. I'm an Indiana Jones maniac, but I don't think most consumers are. Certainly not who consume games, let alone movies, if you look at this last box office. Super Mario Party Jamboree. 20-player online Mario Party.
The latest game in the Mario Party series takes place on an enormous island resort. Get ready to jump into the biggest selection of Mario Party minigames yet in.
I hate those games, but giant hit.
Yeah, I think he's right. Let's find out what you guys thought. Oh my God. You guys don't want the Mario Party Jamboree? What's the matter with you? Come on now. Well, I'm getting it. And if you want to play on the gabbinandgames game night, you better I don't know if you need a copy either. But I'm fucking getting it. I can't wait for that game. fucking player Mario Party. Come on now. Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
They're due to make a good one, so let's call it a big hit.
All right, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. This is where the rubber meets the road. 65% of you morons aren't interested in that game? Fine. Whatever. I'm with Pactor on that. That's going to be a mega hit, man.
1,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
But that's not Kojima, right? This is the new one without him.
That's the new one without him. But it's a remake of 3.
Yeah, but it'll be bad. Flop.
Metal Gear Snake Eater, look at that. That's the third majority. So far, Astrobot, Indiana Jones, and Metal Gear, Delta, Snake Eater. 56% of you guys actually do want it. I'm excited to play it. I never finished it. I liked it, but I was busy doing God of War stuff. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh, come on. Anything
You're playing a girl.
Which is awesome.
I know. But I mean,
yeah.
So you think big hit.
Massive.
All right, massive hit. Look at that. No. 66% of you don't got any fucking interest. Now, again, are you really the audience? I'm super fucking interested. But 66%, that's surprising. I think this will be a pretty big fucking seller, is what I would say. Silent Hill 2 remake.
I think that's a big hit. That was a good game.
44% of you want it. 55% of you do not want it. They don't want it. Interesting. Elliot says, Jaffe, your audience is a bunch of cheap fucks. I would know I'm one of them. Okay, the Until Dawn remake, where they just laid off a bunch of that team 2 days ago. Let's see.
I'm kind of over that. Nah.
Okay, let's see what you guys think. Until Dawn. Nobody wants it. 86% of you guys have walked away and said, I'm not putting my ducats down for that. Only 14% want that. And Luigi Brothership. That's the RPG.
I love that shit. Again, I love that shit. Giant hit.
Mario Brothers. I don't think it's going to be a giant hit. Let's see. This makes sense. 76% of you guys don't want Mario and Luigi Brothership. But 23% of you do. I'm one of them. I'll play it, but not immediately. Not immediately. Slitterhead.
Not going to get enough marketing. No.
So bomb? Meh? Oh, meh. Okay, so Slitterhead he thinks is going to bomb. Okay. Yeah, well, you guys don't seem to want it. Guy who made Silent Hill 1. Gravity Rush. Nah, I don't want it. 75% aren't going to buy it, you idiots. 25% are. You guys are the smarties. You guys are the smarty pantses. Oh, Horizon Adventures.
I like everything about Lego, so big hit.
Horizon Adventures, he says, is going to be huge. Well, maybe, but not with you guys. 85% of you people don't want it. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I think that's going to be massive. That looks really fun. And actually, with that Shogun show, I think it's perfect timing.
AC Shadows, you guys aren't interested in that either. 66%. Only 33% of you guys are interested in that particular video game. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
I hope it's great. I loved Stalker, so and it is the same studio. But those guys were Ukraine, though, weren't they?
Yeah, one guy died. One guy fucking died.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of only worry about their ability to get that game done right. But yeah, I love Stalker.
But 1. Is it a big hit, or are you just excited for it?
Yeah, yeah, surprisingly big hit.
It might be, but not with you guys. 68% of you guys don't want it. 31% of you do. Dragon Age Veilguard, last one.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
Gigantor.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I'm very surprised he said that, but let's see. Dragon Age, he thinks is going to be Gigantor. Let's see. You guys disagree with him. 71% don't want it. 29%, 28% are interested. Okay, so think about that. It'll be fun to go back and look at these come the Christmas season, post-Christmas season, but it is nice to see the majority of you guys want indie. That's good. I mean, I hope it does well. I want decades of Indiana Jones games if it does well. Astrobot, I hope, as they say, from your lips to God's ears, I hope to God, even though I don't believe in God, I hope to God that's a big hit. What a delightful lesson for Sony to learn. Wait a minute. You're telling me we can actually sell games now that don't have to cost a lot of money and are also, we have had a big enough audience for a generation to pass so we can sell family games now on this console, I think that would be great. So those are the two majority. There was one other majority that you guys saw it. Oh, Metal Gear. I'm much more excited for Slitterhead. Metal Gear Delta, I am excited for, but I'm excited for Zelda, but I'm kind of waiting on Metal Gear reviews because when it's not Kojima, I don't know how good these guys are going to be. So I'm going to tell you something. You bitches are going to owe me an apology if it turns out the majority of yeses end up being the biggest hits of the goddamn Christmas season. If it is, this is the place the world will come to start reading the tea leaves. I'll become that new guy who was able to predict all the elections and shit. That is what you come here for. Fuck you, people. My shit is scientific.